bottom, not the Mishnah. We said that if a person makes a neder, and he says, Arakayitz, until Kaitzim has to do with the harvesting of the figs, once the majority of people put away the knives, then the season's over. Tona achiach pilu rov habitzos. The majority of the people put away the knives, the season's over. Tona tapa summer base. Huchbadu rov mitzos utoros. Mishum gezel. Now, what's the halacha? After they bring in, they finish cutting, they bring in all the harvest, and there's things left in the field. So we say if a person leaves things in the field, that means he's abandoned it. So if somebody goes and takes from the field, it's hefker. So you're not in violation of gezel, pturis, mina meiser. Right? Why? Because the only type of produce that a Levi, you have to take meiser, the Levi doesn't have a share. But since the Levi has a share like everyone else has a share, there's no chiyuv. That's why let's say lekachikupeya. Lekachikupeya, you don't have to give meiser, because even the Levi could take that. Pturis mina meiser. Rebbe, Reb Yossi, Reb Yudah, ikul lahu asra. Listen to the story. Rebbe or Yosef, they went to a location, where they already put away the majority of the knives. It was after the harvesting season. Rebbe havi ka'ochil. Rebbe ate of the produce of the field. Why? Because it was hefker. Rebbe Yosef, Reb Yehuda lo achil. Rebbe Yosef, Reb Yehuda would not eat. Osem mahron. So the owner came. Omaluhu amay lo ochman rabbonon. Why aren't you rabbis eating? Yeah, Rebbe ate, but Rebbe Yosef, Reb Yehuda would not eat. So the owner of the field comes and says, why aren't you eating? Why aren't you rabbis eating? It's after the season. You have a right to eat. Nevertheless, Rabbi Yosef would not eat. So the question is why? Because he felt that he was really upset. He says, meaning he really wanted to retain it, even afterwards. He says, why don't you rabbis, why don't you take it all? It's the way he said it. He felt there was a certain animosity. So therefore he says, something... Okay. Even though halachah are permitted, but if that's the way you're perceiving us, that we're taking something yours, I prefer not to take. Let's see the Ran. Truma is something else. Mutaros mishum gezel, tap Rashi, Ran. After they already had harvested the majority of the figs, whatever's left in the field is hefker. Tourism and a why? Levi comes, why does he have a right to take ma'aser? Because he has no share in the land. Yotzei hefker sheish lo chelek v'nachal imoch. But hefker, he has a share like everyone else has a share. Shum sanish milsu dekomer hadin gavron. Rabbi Yosef Yehuda wouldn't take because he felt it was because of nipnei roa leiv loma. Far he tartim osam la. You already permitted. You have to ask me. It's permitted to you. Further. Rab Chama Rab Chanino ikla lu asra. You hear this? Rab Chama Rab Chanino went to a location. Bismat shukul rova miktos. Also, when the harvest already was taken in, havi ka'ochil yov the shami lo achil. You give to a shamus. There was attendance. He ate. Hear this? Rab Chama ate. Rab Chama Rab Chanino ate, but his shamus wouldn't eat. Shamus is more religious than he is, than the Rebbe. Omalo echol boch. Echol. Why don't you eat? Kachom Rabbi Shmuel Rabbi Yossi, Mishum Oviv. Rabbi Shmuel Rabbi Yossi said the name of his father. Hulch the Rov Mikzos Mutoros Mishum Gezel Pturas Min Amaiser. It's interesting. He had to tell him the source. His shamus would not eat until he said the source. It's Arachim. I mean, he had to go tell the shamus to eat. It's a shamus. Reb Tarfon Ashkei Ahu Gavra Bisman Shulchul Rabbi Mikzos the Koachil. Hear this? Reb Tarfon was found by a person, he was like the watchman, at the time where he was permitted to take. Reb Tarfon. Reb Tarfon was a wealthy man, we'll see in a moment. Yeah? Kochim. And he started to eat from the field. Achte besako. So the watchman came, put him in a sack. He tied the sack, was thrown in the river to drown him. Omar. So Reb Tarfon says, Omar, oy lo litarfon. Woe to Tarfon. Yeah? Oilo letarfon. Shazel Horgo, this man has killed him. Shama hu gavro. So when he heard the name, he said, Oy, woe to Tarfon that he's going to be killed. When he heard that, Shafkivor, he threw him down and he ran. Omer Rabavo, Mishra Mechanan, Yibeg Gamliel, Rabavo, Sedim, Rachanem, Gamliel, called Yomov Shel Setzadako, Yimitzaro, Doverzem. For the rest of his life, Tarfon was pained because of that moment. Oma oili shenishtamashti b'kisu shel Torah. Because why did he leave him? Because he used the crown of Torah. Why did he drop him? Because he heard he was Reb Tarfon. Omer Rabbi Rochana, Reb Yochanan, Kol HaMishtamish b'kisu shel Torah. One who uses the crown of Torah for himself. Nekam in Olam, he deserves to be uprooted from this world. Kal v'chomer, and it's basically Ma Belshazzar. Belshazzar was a Kasdian. He was the king before Achashverosh. He says, Shenishhtamish b'chli kodesh shenasu chol. He used the vessels of the Beis Hamikdash, which already were defiled and which were ordinary, had an ordinary status. Shenasu chol. Okay? Shenasu chol. Shenema uvoba pritzim b'chilu. It says the breachers, they came and they desecrated them. They became chulin. Cave sheporsim nasu chol. The nekam in olam, and because he drank from those vessels, the next day he was killed that night. HaKadosh Baruch Hu sent a malach to kill him. The chsiv bo beleilo kotil Belshazzar. It says that night Belshazzar was killed. Samishhtamish b'kisu shel Torah. One who uses the crown of Torah. Yeah. Shukayom lolam voed, which is forever, cannot be in any way defiled. Allah's kamo, if you use the crown, you definitely deserve to be removed from this world. Reb Tarfon came into Ko'ochin, Huchbul, Rob Litzos Habo, Amayitzire. Now he's asking a question. But factually, legally, he was permitted. Why did he feel that he's anyway culpable? The man was taking his life, he had no right to take it. If you said he did the wrong thing, so you're not permitted to use the Kesed Torah to protect yourself. But here he's permitted. The man was taking an innocent person, and he wants to kill him. So whatever it takes to save your life, you save your life. Yeah. Hugavra mishum davi ganvi le. What was the story? Hugavra mishum davi mishum dahu havu ganvi le invi kulishatu. Somebody stealing grapes a whole year. You hear the story? The cave of the Ashkeler of Tafin. Savahu the ganvon. When he came upon him, he thought he was the thief. Somebody was stealing grapes a whole year. Yocha maitzir navshe. So why was he paying? I mean, legally he had a right to defend himself. Mishum the Reb Tarfon Oshe Godel Habo. He was a very wealthy man, Reb Tarfon. Rather than saying he's Reb Tarfon, he could have satisfied him with money, pay him off. So that he says he's Tarfon, therefore he felt, even though legally, saying something interesting in Gemara. La locha, the thief, the watchman, it was legitimate that he had a right to suspect him. But factually afterwards he should have said, but he shouldn't be mitzvah, right? If he had no right to stop him, is one thing. But over here, if he thought he's catching the thief all along, because now the Gemara says, why was he mitzvah nafshe? It says because he could have bought himself out. He could have extricated himself differently. Let's see the Ran. Ihochi Rab Tarfon. Iyam Reb Shlomo lo havi kopi rahu gavro elo hahi shaito gimel. There you go. Ahu. Yeah. Ilo elo hahi shaito mishmochi amitznar hechlo hudiu bizman sheuchbul rob mitzos hefkeira ninu. V'inami l'tzaisle l'ishlom le hau purta el yamr de kula shata aviganvi leyinvi mahavale lemevad. Reb Tarfon. Ki avo leilu shlume d'meituvad lo machayvle. Here it says, if actually what he should pay off. I mean, what he should have done. The only way he could have saved himself is because the man is out to collect the watchman because he stole from him all year. Or the owner of the field was robbed the whole year. So what, you expect Reb Tarfon to pay off the debt from the whole year? Not to say he was in. But so it was at a time when it reached this point, whatever the harvest was, doesn't make a difference. Somewhere says, what, do you expect him to pay off the whole year's worth, whatever they stole? If it's a small amount, you pay him. But here the man was stealing a whole year. And that Gemara says, yes, because he was so wealthy, he should have paid him off even for the whole years. Maskina de rochanami came the osher godloyo miu davke b'chi agavna do the osher mishum do gavro hoya choshlo l'chvot torosu sheinicho avavarid lifter atzim l'chvot torah b'ma she'inu chayiv boshori. Hear this? But to exempt yourself using the cover Torah, something that you're not obligated. Man has no claim. I go into the field, man doesn't want to let me in. I said, I'm a Talmud Chacham, I have a right to be it. There's nothing wrong with it. Yeah? Here the man came with a claim. He was victimized for a year. Somebody stole his grapes. Can I mean come on? Shor letzurmer abona lemel lo yihibn the cargo yishori le. Gemara says later, and have to get bottom of the page. Let's see people pay tax. And if you're a Talmud Chacham, you don't pay tax. You're permitted to say you're a Talmud Chacham. Okay? Nami l'meima surely tigroi bereisha. Let's see, they adjudicate cases, and they take, if you're a Talmud Chacham, they'll deal with your case first. You're permitted to say you're a Talmud Chacham. That's more on the bottom of the page. Shechiyotzi b'dor malol zoch Torah tamir chachomim shem shezoch lekohen levim trumas ma'asos. Here, this like a Kohen has a right to take what's rightfully his, and a Levi is a Talmud Chacham has a right to be treated properly. That's not called mishtam shem kiss shel Torah. Okay, let's go further. Tanya says in the Torah, "La'avos Hashem Elokecha l'shmo b'kol u'dovkavo." You should hear His voice and attach yourself to Him. Shlo yoma odam ekro shikruni chacham. Person says, "You know, I'm going to study, so they should call me a chacham." Eshna shikruni Rebbe. I'm going to learn Mishnah that they refer to me as Rebbe. Dalid. Again. Eshne she'eya zokein. Yeah. They should be yeshiva. Elo. What should be the objective? Why a person should study? Elo lamod me'avo. You should study out of love of Hashem. Sofa kavod love. Hashem will give you ultimately the kavod. Shenemar kishim al etzbosecho. You should tie them to your fingers. Kisvim al luach dibecho. You should inscribe it on the slate of your heart. V'omer drachei dachinoam. Ultimately, it's ways of pleasant. I mean, you're going to be paid. Sofa kavod love. You're going to be secure. You don't have to worry about it. Ran, kishim al tzbosecho. Yeah, kloma lo sechavin la noscho. They shkurim beficho. You should not. You should do it. What? Only that you should be fluent in it. V'hosev al zevom indom al gagrosecho. Should wear it like a necklace. Kachevi raiv shezov hakavod lo shnem drochei dachinom v'omech tobchel mushar. Those who support it will be fortunate. When you study, you should do it l'shem polam. Meaning, you see the Rosh and it's Rosh here. You should study to retain the knowledge. That's what Hashem wants. V'dabim l'shmom, and you speak it l'shem shamayim. Al tasim al Torah l'sgadol bom. You should not wear it as a crown to ingratiate yourself. Al tasim kurdam lios odebo. You shouldn't make it into a tool to plow with it. Kal v'chom ma'bel shetz l'shnami shel b'kli kodesh. Shenasa klicho neker min ha'olam. Sim kal v'chom hem shtabshkis shel Torah l'skam v'kamo. Belshetzer, where the vessels already were defiled and they were ordinary status, and he died. So Torah, which retains its kedusha, there's no question. Person deserves to die. Omer Rabbi Shari le'ninish lo duid nafshi ba'asher lo yadi lo. Hear this? A person is permitted to inform people where he's not known. I'm a Talmud Chacham. He's permitted to say it, and that's not called mishtam shekisha shel Torah. Dichsiv. Where do we find it? We find that Ovadia Hanovi, he met Eliyahu. Eliyahu didn't know who he was. So what did he say to Eliyahu? Va'avdcho yoris Hashem min urav. Ovadia, he says, I'm not one of Achab's people, but your servant is a Yoreh Hashem from his youth. Elakashi Reb Tarfon. So why by Reb Tarfon was he so concerned? The answer is because Reb Tarfon, Elo, where is it? The Reb Tarfon Mishum the Oshir Godel, Mishum the Oshir Godel Hoyo, V'havalei Lefaisa B'domim. There it wasn't necessary. For a person to receive what he should be received, to be acknowledged as Talmud Chacham, you have a right to say it. But over there, Reb Tarfon, to save his life, he was a wealthy man. He didn't have to use his title as a Talmud Chacham to save his life. Therefore, Reb Tarfon felt he's guilty for using the crown of Torah to save himself. Doesn't make a difference. Doesn't make. So he looks bad. He doesn't know he's Talmud Chacham. If it would be the Chil Hashem the other way, you have a good question now. If he left him, no. But if it's too. Once you reveal yourself, it's too late to go back. So what?
Joseph is Shomer is not susceptible to a bribe.
Rava. No, first doesn't say he was a Shomer. He was the owner of the field. He was the owner. Doesn't say he was a Shomer. Doesn't say he was a Shomer. Rava Rami. Rava Esastira in Psukim. It says, Abtcha Yores Hashem in Urav. He tells Eliyahu Navi, your servant fears Hashem from his youth. Uchsiv Yalucha Zor B'Lopicha. Let a third party praise you, but not yourself. You shouldn't seek acknowledgement. So how do you reconcile? Here it says you're permitted to reveal who you are. It says who should reveal who you are? Third party, not yourself. Yerucha Zor B'Lopicha. Okay, that pasuk. is in Shmuel. No, that's a Mishlei. Hiluchas are if you're in a location where they know who you are, you shouldn't tell people who you are. They know who you are. This person doesn't know, but ultimately we'll find out who you are. But if you're in a location where nobody knows who you are, then you're permitted to reveal who you are. Again, based on Rava says, a Talmud Chacham is permitted to say, I'm Tzur Rabbanan. I'm a great Talmud Chacham. You're permitted to say it. Shorlei Tigroi Bereisha, and not only that, he could say, my case should be taken first, because if they give Talmud Chacham priority on adjudicating their cases, he's permitted to say he's a Tzur Rabbanan. The children of David, they were treated like Kohanim. What's Kohanim? Just like a Kohen, they David Kohanim Hoyu, Kohanim Hoyu. I mean, David's children, his Malchus based up, they're not Kohanim. Ma Kohen Noto Barosh, just as a Kohen takes the first portion. Talmud Chacham Noto Barosh, if you're giving out portions, who's the first one to receive the portion? Talmud Chacham. The Kohen Menola and the Chsiv. How do we know that a Kohen gets the first portion, the first choice? The Chsiv, the Kidashto. He should be acknowledged. Yes, Lechem Elokechu Makri, because he sacrifices the bread of God. Okay? That's the reason why he should be acknowledged. Lechem Elokechu Makri, Kodesh Yelocho, Ki Kodesh Ani Hashem Kedishchem. Okay? V'ton B'Shmuel, the Kidasha, what is the Kidasha? Chol Dovish B'Kedusha. Leftoach B'Rishon, who gets the first aliyah? First aliyah the Kohen gets. The Baruch Rishon, when you honor a person for a Zimun, who leads the Zimun, the Kohen, Litul Monu Yofer Rishon. The Ran says if you divide something in two, who do you give the first pick? You let the Kohen pick first. Omer Rav Sheri le'imtzum rabbono l'meim lo hivna akargo. Yeah, this is the Gemara the Ran brought before. A person's permitted to say, I'm a Talmud Chacham, I don't pay tax. I don't pay tax. It's fine. The Chsiv, Mindo Bolu, Volach, Lo Shalet, Lemir Aleim. What is this? It's supposed to be Daniel in Ezra. Yeah, what does that mean? Vomre Mindo Zuminas HaMelech. Meaning that's a portion, the portion you get from the king. Bolu Zukesek Gugalto, that's the head tax. Voholach Zuarnuna. Meaning the king, he always took like a partnership in the herds and the animals. But if you were Talmud Chacham, the king, you were exempt. He exempts it. So if you're Talmud Chacham, you're permitted to say, right, I'm not giving A, B, C. You hear this? Let Talmud Chacham, let's say they say, a person who serves the idolatry, and they used to sacrifice, they were called the worshippers of the fire. Talmud Chacham say, I'm a worshipper of fire. What does it mean? Hashem is called Eish. So when they mean one thing, he means something else. So therefore, since if it all could only mean that, you can't say you're that. But since it could be understood, which is the truth, Hashem is Eish Eish Ochlo. He's a consuming fire. It's fine to say it. Here, see, Avdu Denurano Lohivna Karga. Therefore, I don't pay tax. My taimo. What's the reason? Lavruche Ari Mine Komar. Because again, it's not a debt. It's like you're removing the line from you. Ravashi Havaleahu Abo Zavali Beinura. Ravashi owned the forest, and he sold the forest to the idolaters who sacrificed to the fire. So the question is, but how could he? A non-Jew is not permitted to idolatry. So by providing wood for these people, no, you're actually since the majority of the wood was not used for idolatry, it was used for personal needs. It doesn't have to be used for that. Therefore, as a result of that, it's not lifnei v'lesitim mirshol. Let's see the Ran. Okay, liftoch rishon tap, b'kriyas haTorah shkor rishon, v'orach rishon, v'ich samoshu kodem chol odom, lilmon rishon, im bo lachlok dovrim Yisrael, also Yisrael menu shnei chalok, the Jew divides it in two. Shavim, kohen boro ezek me'em, volach le'anuno, sudas ha'melech, sholech mokon mok. Now the question is, when the king travels, who hosts the king? That's called arnuna. That's one pshat. Anu loshin yovan suda. Loshin ache shutpus. Sheesh lo lemelch bemehemus. The king always has a share in everybody's animals and everybody's herds. Danuna loshin shutpus b'ksiv ki arnun gvul moav ve'mo. Okay. Avdu denurano eved leishu kohen. Person says, I'm an assistant to the priest. So if you're assistant priest, they let you off. Lo'ovdei Esha Avodov Pturim. The karga, the ones who service at the church, they're exempt. Will have a commode about it's not considered that he's acknowledging that he's an idolater. The Mukham Nilsod Lo Mahochi. Because it's good. Why is he saying that? El Afturi Michargo. He's only saying it to exempt himself from the tax. They may think what he's saying is he's identifying as an idolater. Who's Hashem? He's a consuming fire. So when he says, I'm an Avda Denura, I'm a servant of the fire. Which fire? They understand to be one thing. I mean something else. And since what he's saying is truth, he's the servant of what? Of Hashem. Although they understand it differently, it doesn't make a difference. Gemara tells a story in Avodah Zorah, the Romans, they took two Tanoim prisoner. So one was Reb Loza bar Proto, the other was Reb Chanina ben Trajan. Reb Chanina ben Trajan, he was arrested by the Romans for teaching Torah in public. He was burnt at the stake with the Sefer Torah. The other one, whatever it is, it says because he was osing Torah Gemilas Hasodim, Hashem performed. What was the miracle? That they said, "Are you guilty?" He says, "Look, whatever the judge says, I accept his judgment." So the judge thought it's him. He's so humble. He's humbling himself to him. What he meant, whatever the judge says, he meant Hashem. So he didn't say, "Oh, by the way, I don't mean you. I meant God." He didn't say that. But because the judge believed when he said that, he was giving him such reverence, he said, "If that's it, you're innocent. You're not guilty." And he let him off. Yeah? Over there it's understood. It's Pikuach Nefesh, what he's going to tell them. Man, I don't mean you, I mean Hashem. Then for sure he'd kill him. I mean, here he's saying something which could be interpreted to be idolatry. I'm a servant of the fire. Which fire? He understands the servant of the what? Of the idolatry. Okay? It's not a Chil Hashem. See, that's why you have to know what Chil Hashem is. People say, if you do that, it's a Chil Hashem. Praying publicly, not in the synagogue, in the street, that's a Chil Hashem. Yeah, why is it a Chil Hashem? What about if they have no right to be irked? They have no right to be irked. I didn't lie. When I said I'm a servant of the fire, I mean God. But you realize, but you knew they would have, it's irrelevant what they understand. I didn't say falsehood. As long as you don't say falsehood, it's not a problem. The Gemara tells over a story in Avodah Zorah. There was this woman. She knew to make a certain concoction. She was like a pharmacist to heal people from a certain illness. So Rava went to her and said, "Could you teach it to me?" She says, "If you take an oath, I'll reveal it to you." So the oath he took was, "I will not reveal it in L'Lakei Yisrael. I will not reveal it to God." But he says that's the language, the text, the terminology used when he took the oath. I will not reveal it L'Lakei Yisrael. So what happened? So she revealed it to him because she believed. He took an oath. Next day he lectured publicly how to make this certain concoction. She said to him, "What do you do? You swore. How did you violate your oath?" So he explained to her, "I didn't violate my oath. I said I will not reveal it to God. But to them, I didn't say I wouldn't reveal it to them. But you duped me. Doesn't make a difference. That's okay. Because factually there, you should have taught it to the people. You want to make money, people are dying. You're doing the wrong thing. I took the oath. So what? But factually it wasn't a false oath. The claim that you took a false oath, he's going to explain to you why it wasn't a false oath. It was not a false oath. Chil Hashem is only if it's seen, if factually it is the wrong thing. You permit it. What's wrong with praying? If somebody else prays, it's not a problem. It's like, you have people who are certain types of Jews. They go to the kotel, immodestly dressed, religion just, little mind. Don't tell me how to do my religion. They go to some who knows what, to an ashram or Buddhist temple, say, it's not possible. You say, you got to put on this burlap cloth, although it lacerates us. Of course, I wouldn't offend anybody's religion. Your own religion, I don't know what you would do to it. So, would I be disrespectful to somebody else's religion? Your own religion, you'll defecate on it. But somebody else's religion, you're willing to be lacerated and wounded, not to offend them. You understand? Same thing. But everything's a Chil Hashem. No, a Jew would understand it. A Jew would understand it. It's understood. No, a Jew would understand it. A Jew would understand it. I'm a servant of the fire means God is known. Among Jews, that was a term used. You know, Eish Ochla, God is the all-consuming fire. You know, years ago, there was a question. Years ago, there was when we flew on Allegheny Airlines. Used to be an airline called Allegheny. So you were able to buy a clergy discount book. Yeah, and you got 50% off on the ticket. The book was $50. So if you flew once, you already made up the cost of the book. More than it. You got 50% off. So there's a question then, but you're not allowed to use the crown of Torah. By saying that you're a divinity student, you're actually using the crown of Torah to get a discount. How you permitted? So Rashiv Zechariah Baruch said then, because a divinity student, you'd have to be a Jewish divinity student. You belong to whatever 4D. You could be from whatever seminary you came from, Jewish, not Jewish. So it didn't necessarily mean that you had to be a student of Torah. Therefore, that's why he said that's not called using the crown of Torah. Therefore, it's permitted. But based on the Gemara we just learned, you don't even need that. It says if you come to a location and say Tzur Merabbanan, you're permitted. You say Tzur Merabbanan, therefore I have a right. Various things. Because the Ran says just like a Kohen has certain rights, you also have certain rights. As a Talmud Chacham, you have certain rights. So if that's the case, if as a Talmud Chacham, the Goyim say, you have a right as a Torah scholar to be exempt. To be exempted, so I have a right. That's not called using the crown of Torah. Use crown of Torah means you're using it where you're not permitted to use it. Okay, further. A person makes a neder, he will not benefit until, he says, until the harvest. So until the people start harvesting, you're not permitted. Liktor ksir chitim means what harvest, what wheat. Of course, liktor is always, cutting means wheat. Avalok ksir sorim. What about barley? Not. Even though they start cutting barley before wheat, doesn't make a difference. But it's based on when the people use the terminology, liktor. What does liktor mean? Let's say in the United States they speak of harvest season. Let's say in the Midwest, harvest always means wheat. That's what it means, right? So the same thing. Everything when we say harvest means when they start. This is not permitted till the harvest season. Since that term liktor is used for wheat, not for barley, so even though they start harvesting barley later, doesn't make a difference because liktor means harvesting wheat. But everything's based on the region. Based on the terminology they use, based on that location. Maybe in another country they use it there, right? Let's say in the mountainous regions, they harvest one time. In the valleys, they harvest some other time. It depends where you are. Ad hakshomim. Person says, I will not benefit until geshomim. Rains in the plural. No, he said rains. Until the rainy season starts, we'll see. Now, there are 3 times the rain could start. You have early, it starts raining at a certain day, that's early. Then you have, the middle means when most locations it's raining then. And if it's late, it rains later, right? You have the early time, you have the middle time, and you have the later time. When a person says Arag Sham means it starts raining, doesn't mean the earliest it rains. When it usually starts raining, when's that? That's the second period of time. Okay? Yeah? No. It means, so Tanaka Acheterid Vishni means when it actually starts raining. Shimulu says no. When the second period of time starts, it's already off limit. You're not permitted. Even though it didn't rain. But since it normally does rain then, that means Alek Shamim. Doesn't mean when it actually rains. What about if it says Achiyivsku Shamim? It's off limits until it stops raining. What does Yivsku mean? The time it's supposed to stop or it actually stops? Achiyetzi Nisan, Kulo Divra Meir. When does it stop raining? That's at the end of Nisan. Rabbi Yehuda Omer Achiyavra Pesach. No. Usually it stops raining after Pesach. It stops raining already. So even though it continues according to Rabbi Yehuda, you're permitted. You're permitted to eat. Let's see the Ran. second white lie. Arag Shom Achi Shom Achi Tirishni. Now Rad says this is important. Gimel is Manim Hing Shel Shom, the 3 periods of time when it starts raining. Cholzman Kori Revi, each period of time is called the Revia, quarter. Al Shem Shegmar, why is it called Revia? Rovtzim Al Oritz, because it actually penetrates. In terms of, let's say, God, for the person that commits bestiality, it's called Revia. So it means, so the Gemara says in Tainas, when it rains, the rain like penetrates the ground, penetrates it. Tony the Mitzar Achte Revia Shneya Mishn Stom Shneya Mashma. Because people, when they say rain, when they say when it starts raining, when is that? The period that usually starts raining. It doesn't start that early. When the period of time comes, doesn't that right? Adain Srile became the Grioses Makavosh Lufom Racheres later. Okay. Chaitzin Isakulo. Okay, further. Tanya. Hanoder Arakayitz. Person says, my net is in fact until Hakayitz, until the Kayitz. Kayitz means until they finished harvesting the, what's it called? The dates. Figs. Okay, he said, Hanoder Arakayitz Begolil. Here in the Golil, the galleys up higher up, right? The Yorad Lamokim, here, and then he went to the valley. Although it reached the season in the valleys, they're already harvesting. They finished harvesting the figs. Also, since he said originally when they harvest the figs in the Golil, that was the netter, so it's irrelevant. What's happening in the valley? 1 second. Arag Shomim, what is Achi Shomim? Achte Revi Shni Shim Galil Omer. Till the second period of time it starts raining. Shim Galil says no. Achi Avra Pes. Where is it? He says no until the time comes. Omer Zero Machlokes the Omer Arag Shomim. What's the Machlokes? He says until it rains. Avod Omer Arhag Geshem. Where do they argue? What does Arhag Shomim mean? Until it starts raining. That's Arag Shom doesn't mean until the rain. It's supposed to rain, or it's actually raining. But let's see, he says Arag Geshem. He didn't say Geshomim in the plural. He says Arag Geshem in singular. Adzman. Then he definitely refers to the time. Geshomim means that we could argue. Does it mean when it's raining, or does it mean the time? But he says until the rain. The rain means the rainy season. Komar. Okay, that's what Reb Zer says. Machlokes the Omer Arag Shomim. Avol Omer Arag Geshem. Adzman Geshomim Komar. It means until the period. Meisvei, learn the Bryce, Azui's Manashal Reveal. This is in regard to Gemara says in Tiny regarding fasting. If it doesn't start raining by a certain time, it's okay. Second, third time, they already start fasting. That means it's an indication it's a drought. Azui's Manashal Reveal Bechiro. Excuse me. What is the Reveal, the various time periods that it starts raining? HaBechira, the earliest time. Begimel, that's the third of Cheshvan, right? Cheshvan is the time it starts raining. Beinan is the time that it's supposed to rain. B'Shiva, the 7th day of Cheshvan. Afelo, what's late? Be'esrim, that's the 20th. If it doesn't rain by the 20th of Cheshvan, then you start fasting. That's the Tanakama, okay? The early is called the 3rd. The normal time is the 7th. Late already, if it's the 20th. And if by the 20th it doesn't start raining, you know you got a problem. Ushlosha, Esrim Ushlosha, 23rd. Dibra Meir. Reb Yehuda says no. The early is B'Shiva. U'B'Shiva Osir is the time it's supposed to rain. U'B'Esrim Ushlosha. So they agree on what's late. Right? They agree on what's late. Reb Yossi Omer, B'Shiva Osir. The early is the 17th of Cheshvan. U'B'Esrim U'B'Shlosha. That's the U'B'Chodesh Kislev. Let's over here. This 1 second. Beis. Uber Rosh Chodesh Kislev. Chodesh, if it doesn't raise by Rosh Chodesh Kislev, according to Reb Yossi, now you know you got a problem. Chena Reb Yossi Omer and Yechidim Misanim. When did the individual start fasting? We're talking Monday, Thursday, Wednesday, Thursday. Achigir Rosh Chodesh Kislev. Rosh Chodesh Kislev comes, it doesn't rain, you know you got a problem. V'amin and law. Bishlam Revi Rishono. What is the first time? Lishoyo. the first, the earlier time what you ask for rain. You ask, Saint Talamoter. When do you start asking for rain? We said the first, Saint Talamoter. That's Lisho. What is it? Shlishis Lisanos. The third time is for what? Third period of time is Lisanos. That's the fast. If it doesn't rain by the latest time, you start fasting. That's the argument among these three Tanoim. What is the latest time? Is it the 23rd or is it Rosh Chodesh Kislev? The question, what's the value of the middle time? El Shniya Lemai. What is the second period? What's that relevant to? Right? Omer Abzer Lenoder. The verse makes a neder. Yeah. Now the question, what do you mean lenoder? That means if a person said, I will not eat until it rains.
Right.
So that means the second, that means even if it doesn't rain, what does that mean? It means the neder is only until that time. Even if it doesn't rain. Varmilo kaman azlo hodetanyo, kaman azlo hodetanyo, rishim lomig shom shiordu shiva yomim zeachazer. Says if let's say it rains 7 consecutive days. Okay, 1 second. If you tell me it's 3rd and the 7th, right, and 23rd, so you say so is 3rd through the 7th, it includes it. That's 7 consecutive days. Rabbi Yehuda says 7/17, right, or 23. We'll see. You count them as if it's what? The first and second period of time. Come on, Rabbi Yossi. Right? It's going like Rabbi Yossi. So what do we see over there? You're telling me when he said Arag Yeshem, it means the time of Gshomim. And over there he says, what does it mean? Leneder. Neder means where he said, you see Arag Yeshem, it actually has to rain. Udom Arag Shomim. No, there he said Arag Shomim. One second. Rega. Rabbi Yehuda ikot fei, Rishim Lul Devrem Derabonakam Lidi Lo Kapidno Benoide B'Riz Ksham Klal Zman El Litud Nida Kaptisa B'Rido Mamish Odli Miz Dapishas Cholish Vidos Noisem Betchilas Ri Rishon Lepaska Afil Hochot Li Came Lishnim Shlu Adri Shnia Revi Shnia Aleim VeSholem Le Nidrek Sholem Le Zvanikos Od Benoide Arageshim Askino Doche Aburchai Diinchi. Right? We asked the question on Reb Zera says, everybody agrees, if you say Arag Geshem, it means the time, it doesn't mean it actually has to rain. Here it says, you see clearly it's raining. It's raining, because it says if it rains from the 3rd through the 7th, that's already, the neder is over. So you see, what does it mean rain? It means actually raining. According to Reb Zera, if you said Arag Geshem, it means the time period. So on that he said, the more answers no. Ahu domer Arag Shomim. He didn't say Arag. If he'd say Arag Yeshem, everybody agrees the time that it's supposed to rain. Here we're talking about, he said Arag Shomim. And we said before, there's machlokas. When you say Arag Shomim, it doesn't mean time, it means the actual rain period. Kodim yain shni toim l'shona. Hear this, a person makes a neder, he will not drink wine for a year. For a year, 1 second. For a year. Okay? He said, there's a question, he says, Lishona, or he said, Hashona, the year. Nisabra Hashona, they attacked on a month. It became a leap year. Also by Bivura. You're not permitted to what? To drink wine, not only 12 months, even 13 months. Okay? Ad Rosh Chodesh Ador. Now, once he says, I will not drink wine until Rosh Chodesh Ador, which Ador is referring to? The first or the second? That's the question. Ad Rosh Chodesh Ador Rishon. He says, Ad Rosh Chodesh Ador means the first Rosh Chodesh. Ador Rishon. Ad Sof Ador. Wait. If he says until the end, Ad Sof Ador Harishon. The first Ador also. Not the second Ador. The beginning Ador means the first Ador. Even though it turns out to be a leap year, it means the first Ador. Because when people speak, we'll see the Gemara, when they say Ador, always means the first Ador, not the second Ador. Okay? Alma Stoma Ador Koma Rishonu. So we see from the Mishnah clearly, what does Ador mean? It means, when a person says Ador, it always means Ador Rishon. Le must be Reb Yehuda. Evidently, the Mishnah must go in like Reb Yehuda. Tanya. Now, when you read a document and you write Ador, and you write just Ador plain, do you write does Ador mean Ador Rishon? Does Ador mean Ador Sheni? Let's say you write in a document, the debt is due in Ador. Does it mean the second Ador or first Ador? So it says, Tanya, Ador Rishon Kosif, Ador Rishon. Adar Sheni Kosev Adar Stam Di Remeir. Remeir says Adar Rishon. You have to identify it as Adar Rishon. Adar Sheni, Adar Stam, Sheni Re Adar Stam. So our Mishnah is not going like Reb Yehuda, right? Remeir argues. Our Mishnah says if you say until Adar, what does Adar mean? It means the first Adar. But Remeir says when you say Adar without identifying, it means the second Adar. So our Mishnah is not going like Remeir, correct? Our Mishnah is a person says, I will not drink wine until Adar. So when is the neder over? Adar Rishon. Remeir says when you don't identify which Adar means, it always means Adar Sheni. So it's clear the Mishnah cannot go like Remeir. Reb Yehuda Omer says no. Adar Rishon Kosev Stam. Adar Rishon is always Adar. Generically, Adar without identity, that's always the first. Adar Sheni Kosev Tinyon. Tinyon means the second one. Okay? Tinyonim. The second one. So it's clear the Mishnah is going like who? Our Mishnah is going like Reb Yehuda. No, it has nothing to do with it. It's not a question when the year is over. When a person generically says Adar, does he mean the first Adar or the second Adar? It's an argument. Remeir says Adar always means Adar Sheni. Reb Yehuda says no. Adar always means Adar Rishon. They're arguing. When people speak, what do they mean? Omer Abaye Filtem Remeir. You hear this? I'll tell you the Mishnah is going even like Remeir. Hodu Yoda de Mabra Shato Lo Yoda. Here, if he knew that the year, let's say in advance when he made that, he knew the year was going to be a leap year. And he says, I will not drink wine until Adar. In that case, Adar means Adar Sheni. But if he didn't know, even Remeir's an agreement, it means 12 months. No, not 12 months. It means the first Adar.
Yeah, 12, right.
Not 12 months. The 12th.
Right.
Because he's not aware of it. Right? What we say when a person makes a net, what is his netter? It's based on the way people speak. So if nobody's aware there's going to be a 13th month, he says, I will not drink wine until Adar. What is he referring to? He's referring to the first Adar. But if he's aware which Adar, that's the argument of Reb Yehuda and Reb Meir. Oh, the Yoda, the Mabrishat, lo Yoda. I, Votanyo, Adrosh Chodesh Adar. If a person says Adrosh Chodesh Adar, Adrosh Chodesh Adar Rishon. When a person says Adrosh Chodesh Adar, he means until Adar Rishon. Im Hoyse Shonu Beberis, if it was a leap year, Adrosh Chodesh Adar Sheni. So evidently, Mechlal de Reisho, Labum Beres Askinon. One second. Kachi Ika Girsha, Time Mishum, the Adar Stoma Rishon Mashma. This question will give a second. Alma Stoma the Adar Rishon, the Girsa Kama, the Xidna Mastis, Osisham Todan, and the Bain Omer Adrosh Chodesh. Omer Ad Sof Rishon. Lidoch Nuscha Nam Lidochia. Came the Bechodesh Echod. Choshlu Tana Alma Kov Minyai, the Adorim, Ladu Yushin Havo, Mon Reb Yudi. There you go. This is bringing a proof. This is bringing a proof. Vatanyo is Nechuso. Vatanya, it says Adrosh Chodesh Adar, Adrosh Chodesh Adar Rishon. Right? We differentiated, we said it depends if a person's not aware that it's going to be a leap year, even a mayor's agreement, Adar means Adar Rishon. If you're aware, he means Adar Sheni. So that's what he says. Adrosh Chodesh Adar, Rosh Chodesh Adar Rishon. Im Hoysum Uberes, meaning, but if he's aware it's going to be a leap year, Adrosh Chodesh Adar Sheni, Mechlal de Reisho, Lavu Meres Askin. So what's the first case speaking about? He says, if it's a leap year, it's a second. So what's the first case speaking? Let's say it's not a leap year. Do you have to tell me it's Adar Rishon? Right? The Mishnah Brisa says, when a person says Adrosh Adar, it means the first Adar. That means eventually it turned out to be a leap year. So what does that mean? He didn't know initially when he made the neder that it was going to be a leap year. Turned out to be a leap year, so we say, what did he mean when he said Adar? It means Adar Rishon. And then it concludes, but let's say it was a Shadum Uberis, meaning, and he knew that it was going to be a 13th month when he made the neder, then he means Adar Sheni. B'chal dereish Adar Meres Askinon. Shmamino, hod pshitale, de ma'abra shato, hod lo yoda. So we see clearly by when they added the 13th month, if he didn't know, he means the first Adar and not the second Adar. Even a mayor agrees to that. Okay. The Ron says we rule like Rabbi Yehuda, so let's see you read a document. Let's see you run a document. And Adar Sheni, what do you have to write? You have to write Adar Tinyon. Adar means, even when you know it's a leap year, Adar always means the first month. Rabbi Yehuda. Even if you know there's a leap year coming up, this year's a leap year. No, a person writes, what month? Let's say it's Adar Rishon. He just writes plain Adar. The second month, he has to put Adar Sheni. According to a mayor, no, you write a document in the second month, and you know it's leap year. You write Adar. The first month, you have to write Adar Rishon. Okay? What do you mean? What do you mean?
Too ambiguous. You could make a mistake.
No, we rule like Rabbi Yehuda. No. You rule Adar always means Adar Rishon, finished.
But Adar Sheni is the question. So you just put Adar.
So it means Adar Rishon. So if it's a loan document, it's possible. It's not a valid document. If you write, according to Rabbi Yehuda, let's say I lend you money at Adar Sheni, I write Adar, just plain Adar.
Okay.
It's not valid. You wait 2 seconds. Right? Hello?